Hey, how's it going? Hard Talk Radio, your host, MrDeadman. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? In this episode, we'll be talking about the elevator game. What is that? Is it just a bunch of creepypasta? It's a bunch of BS? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about, of course, Elisa Lam. Of course, I guess talk a little bit about that Netflix special and talk about all that stuff. Also, need to talk about apparently Dan Cliffstan is he's a guest on the show before. He's the author of Fiona's Guardians. Threw down the gauntlet, challenging Stephen King to a little challenge there. Looks like Stephen King's Salem's Lot got blown out of the water so far by a what? Dan Cliffstan's Fiona's Guardians. It's a pretty good vampire novel. I definitely would recommend it. Highly would. But hey, does it stand a chance against Salem's Lot? You go by the reviews on Goodreads. Ooh, bam, look at that. We'll get into that in a second here. First, let me go ahead and put out there, if you haven't checked it out already, Josh Davis has a pretty good book out there called Inappropriate Literature. Something that is quite triggering for those of very sensitive sensibilities. Rattling the snowflakes, melting them. Definitely check it out. Of course, it's on Amazon. What is it on Amazon, right? Okay. Now, any other announcements? Well, other than the show is broadcasted live deep in the heart of Meth County, Texas. Let's go ahead and get this started. So, let's do the the Dan Cliffstan thing real fast. Go ahead and put this on the screen here. I thought this was quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Here we go. Make sure the volume's all good and all ready to go.
Hello, I'm Dan Cliffstan, author of Fiona's Guardians, a novel about humans who work for a beautiful, manipulative vampire named Fiona. You have to imagine the cover in reverse order because that's how I'm shooting this today. But never mind. I'm here with a special message for Stephen King, the best-selling...
Message for Stephen King. Overrated, right? Come on. Do you like Stephen King? You like Stephen King's earlier works? A lot of people do. I mean, shit. Come on. The other question I have here is, who's better, Stephen King or Stephen King's son?
Master of horror, who also wrote a vampire novel that I love, Salem's Lot. I also admired the...
And Salem's Lot is a good book. You know, pretty much Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but with vampires.
1979 TV adaptation. Both scared the bejesus out of me when I was a kid. And I recently reread Salem's Lot, and I've got to say, it holds up. Mr. King, it recently came to my attention that my vampire novel, Fiona's Guardians, has a higher rating on Goodreads than your book. 4.5 stars compared to 4 stars for Salem's Lot.
And that is true. That is true. Salem's Lot, a classic, written by Stephen King, a legendary author. What? And this Dan Cliffstan. Who's this guy? What's Fiona's Guardian?
Could it be that your fans aren't doing enough to boost your Goodreads rating? I challenge you and your millions of fans to boost the rating for Salem's Lot. So
gotta fortify those ratings. Boost those ratings.
It can surpass my novel, Fiona's Guardians. And I will challenge my dozens of fans on social media to keep my ratings ahead of yours. Is it game on, Mr. King? Let's get on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and tell our readers to get busy rating.
I'm curious what's going to happen with that. I wanted to shine some light on this because the guy was a guest on the show before. I think Fiona's Guardian is an interesting book. Definitely, of course, highly recommend it. Is it better than Salem's Lot? Well, who am I to say? According to Goodreads ratings, it is. So there you have it. Okay. And yeah, and even after this announcement, you have, let's see, you got Sam was out at 4.03, and you got Fiona's Guardian at 4.52. So, look at that. Look at that. Fiona's Guardian still beating, still winning. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so let's get in the heart of the matter here. Let's talk about this creepypasta stuff. The elevator game. Is this thing even real? You probably heard about the elevator game maybe from the Elisa Lam Netflix special or the Netflix docu-series. If you haven't seen it, honestly, it's dragged on. It's 5 episodes of what could be told in one episode. Okay, you have this 21-year-old Canadian, Asian, Chinese Canadian tourist who goes to visit she goes to, out of all places, the Cecil Hotel, because she thinks it's going to be perfectly fun, which, by the way, part of the blame on that would definitely be on the hotel. Cecil Hotel is horrible. That place is a shithole. Why would anybody go there to stay? That place is infamous for all sorts of deaths. I mean, you got suicides. You got people jumping out of the windows. You got serial killers up in that thing. The Cecil Hotel has had serial killers too. Jack Unterweger and what's his name? Richard Ramirez. They were living there. They were living there while doing their shit. Cecil Hotel, you go there, you're gonna have all sorts of access to drugs. You're gonna have all sorts of access to probably pedo shit, all sorts of access to nasty, horrible shit. Crime lives there. Crime flourishes there. But what they do, in case you saw that Netflix special there, you probably already know, the Cecil Hotel tried to rebrand, try to kick out. They got new management. They try to kick out everybody, kick out all the dope heads, kick out the criminal element or whatever. But guess what? They can't. They can't. Due to whatever local laws they have over there in LA, shithole LA, the Skid Row and all that, they can't kick them out because it's affordable housing or whatnot. I don't know. What they did, though, is they found a way to rebrand and do like the stay on Main. So one half of the hotel is for, it's a total rebranding. Pretty much polishing off a turd, coating a turd and making it look presentable, like a gift, something better. But deep inside, it's rotten. Deep inside, it's festering with maggots and all sorts of nasty shit. That's the Cecil Hotel. So you got Elisa Lam going to this stay on Main so she can, I don't know, go visit San Diego. That's what Elisa Lam, she would go, I guess, travel and document it on her freaking blog that she had. Okay. So she stays there. And this chick is crazy. This chick is bipolar and has anxiety and depression, which is kind of redundant. I mean, if you have bipolar, you're going to have depressive episodes anyway. You have highs. You have lows. Long story short, the girl disappears. She disappears, and it's like, well, what happened to her? Where did she go? Okay. The last known footage of her was on an elevator. Now, I don't know if this is the origin of the elevator game. I don't think it is. I couldn't really pinpoint the origin of this game. Apparently, the elevator game originated in Japan and Korea. Probably South Korea, because North Korea, I mean, dude, shit. But you got a lot of people that look at this video, that video of Elisa Lam in the elevator, which I'm going to show here on the screen, in case you haven't seen it before, and speculate, maybe she was playing the elevator game. What happened there? Because this is the last known footage of Elisa Lam before she disappears. And let me go ahead and play that for you real fast. And it is silent. There's no audio to it. Okay. So you see, it looks like Elisa Lam is hiding from somebody, scared of somebody, right? She's going to the corner as they're trying to evade somebody. Now, let's get some context here, get some perspective. When Elisa Lam first arrived at Stay on Main, she had a room with a couple other girls. She shared a room, but they complained about her manic episodes. They complained about her behavior, so she got her own room. Okay? But take note, remember, that they complained about the way she was, that she was acting weird and fucking crazy, okay? Already off her rocker, out of her freaking mind. All right. And you see her doing this. Is she evading somebody? Is she being creeped out by somebody? Try to hide? Well, according to her blog, before she died, she said that she was being stalked by a creeper. Didn't say who specifically. Would constantly say messages about how she's being stalked and how there's creepers and all this stuff that kind of mess with her. Kind of honestly, on surface level, kind of sounds like everything you would expect from a 20-something-year-old woman who's by herself, by the way, living by herself, going to Skid Row, traveling as if everything's going to be fine, but okay, whatever. Let's play this some more. All right, so she goes, here's outside. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? And she steps out, very cautious, very timid. Now, also, keep note, I don't know if you caught this. When this video first started, before she did all this, she pushed all these buttons in a row. This is why some people said that maybe she was playing the elevator game because she was pushing all these buttons. But that's not how you play the elevator game. That's why I don't think this is the origin of the elevator game. The elevator game is this silly little creepypasta thing that people speculate. If you go to a certain sequence of floors by yourself, you can reach another dimension, which sounds crazy. I don't know how an elevator would take you to another dimension. I mean, if you really want to go out of your world, see a parallel universe, ayahuasca, DMT, magic shrooms, those things will work just fine. But also keep note, and also if you've seen the Netflix docuseries on this, the detectives, the finest, the LA finest detectives are scratching their head, be like, why is the elevator door still open? I don't understand. Because the button to keep the door open was pressed. It's the middle button. It's down below. You can see it. It's red. It was pressed. That's why the elevator door is still open. There's no one keeping it open. It's open because she pressed the button to keep it open. That's why. What I find funny about that is it really shows you how very easy it is for, I guess, detectives to be kind of like idiots, be fooled by stupid stuff. Like, do you not know how an elevator works? I mean, the detectives and the police were there. They could have seen the elevator shaft, but I guess they didn't pay any mind to it. She's wigging out, taking weird steps. What's she doing? Stepping to the side. And then she does some weird hand gestures. She's talking to somebody, talking to something. Now, pause it right here again. I used to work at a psychiatric hospital. I seen stuff like this with the bipolar patients. No lie. No joke there. I used to see them sit in the room by themselves, talking to themselves, doing all sorts of hand gestures, hand maneuvers, whatever, pacing, all that stuff. They had imaginary friends. It's crazy. Freaking crazy. So when I see this and I hear that she's bipolar and hear that She might have not have been taking her meds right. It starts adding up. It starts adding up. Here, I think she does the gestures. And some people look at this and be like, oh, see? This is her playing the elevator game because she's talking to, what we'll get into, on the elevator game, supposedly, if you play it right, you encounter this woman who will talk to you. Or at least try to talk to you. But if you talk to her, that's bad news. If you talk to her, don't do it. Don't do it. She'll try to kill you, apparently, supposedly. She's like, it looks like she's, I don't know, freaking out there. And she's just pushing more buttons. Okay. Yeah, see, like I said, I don't see this as being the origin of the elevator game. Clearly, this chick is not playing it, but the reason why I bring this up is because this is the name you'll see as one of the victims, one of the supposed victims of this creepypasta silly little meme horror game thing. Okay, it's like, all right, what's going on here? Is she talking to some ghost chick that she summoned somehow by playing this thing? By going to multiple floors or whatever, or is she out of her freaking mind and seeing things that aren't there because she's fucking wigging out. Here's her hand. What's she doing? Can you make heads or tails of that? It's like she's swimming right there. It's like she's on some sort of party drug, an ecstasy or whatever, just kind of, you know, what's she doing right there? Like I said, you see crazy people, you see people that are mentally not stable, mentally unstable. You see them act like this, you're not surprised by it. You're not surprised by it at all. And then she disappears and she's gone. She was casting a spell? Maybe she was. Casting a disappearance spell. Oh, and this is the part where they're like, this is the part where, if you watch a Netflix docuseries where the detectives really expose themselves as being dumbasses, be like, why is the door still open? We don't understand. What's going on? Oh, there's another thing, too. I wonder if this video will have it. There looks like something's edited out. It looks like something's edited out of this video. We'll see it. Notice the door. When the door slides to a close, it skips several frames. See, like right there. What happened there? What happened there? You saw that? So the door's right there. And then all of a sudden, boom. It's like, no, that's a jump cut. That's a jump cut right there. Something was cropped out. And that's something, whatever it is, maybe it was somebody that was there that was messing with her. Maybe somebody that was planning on... She ends up in a water tank, okay? She ends up in the main water tank on top of the Cecil Hotel. How does she get in there? The latch was open. And some will tell you that the latch was closed behind her. That's not true. The latch was open when the maintenance guy found her. Found the water tank. Found it open. Looked inside. There was the body. Of course, this was like, I think 2 weeks after the police have been trying to look for her. Couldn't find her. They had police dogs on the roof. Couldn't sniff her out. Oh, okay. All right. Fine detective work. Didn't even bother to look at the... Didn't even bother, I guess, to to really shine a light at the latch. Be like, you know what? When those latches are open, let's go take a look in there. You know. And the reason why I'm bringing up the detectives again is because, hey, why was this cropped out? Were they trying to hide something? Would it be the first time the LAPD would try to hide something to, I don't know, make the job easier? Be like, you know what? This would be a lot easier if we just rule this as an accident or a suicide than to actually investigate a perp and take him down, especially in the Cecil Hotel when it could be, goddamn, any other fucking thug there, any sort of lowlife there. Okay, it's like the Cecil Hotel is like a den of just, well, monsters, lowlives. Now, for the rest of this real fast. Yep, and that's it. That's it. Oh, then it opens. Why does it open? Why did the door just open again? Because she pushed all the buttons. That's why. That's why she did that stuff. This wasn't no elevator game or anything like that. Oh, God. Okay. And you know how they found her in the water tank? Because the people at the Cecil Hotel later on started complaining that the water smelled weird and tasted funny and sometimes came out black out from the faucet. And maybe some were like, nah, that sounds like just LA water. I mean, the water's nasty, so okay. But the complaints piled up. The maintenance guy went to look in the water tank. Hey, look, that girl you've been looking for, there she is, and she's already decomposing. That's how long she was in that water tank, and that's why the water was all funky. That's why it stunk. You know, the people still drink it. The people still look. If the water comes out black, it starts smelling like on a skunk or rot. Don't freaking drink it. Don't drink it. But you know what? The sort of people that are gonna stay on Main, right next to the Cecil Hotel, probably don't have common sense for that. Asian soup. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty funny. Mm. I mean, the regulars of the Cecil Hotel are so high on fentanyl, whatever shit they're doing, they probably don't even notice. Water's not something they're consuming. No, they probably have their 40s and their meth. That's what they have going on in there. So that kind of explains the Elisa Lam association with the elevator game. Okay. But what is the elevator game? What is it? Well, let's go take a look real fast. Let's go explore that together. You see, it's one of those silly games, those internet horror games where supposedly you do these things. You can go into a parallel universe. You can channel with ghosts. You can find a demon, some shit. You know how you can go on the internet and find spells to summon a succubus? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Does this stuff work? Man, I'm a horror guy. I wish it did work. I wish it did. I don't see how going on through multiple floors in an elevator is going to take you to another dimension. I get that there's physicists out there that speculate that there could be multiple dimensions, parallel universes, and there's some science behind that based on how particles are measured and all that shit and how they react when they're observed. But how does that translate to, you go up various floors at a certain pattern in a 10-story building, use an elevator, and then you will just boom be in a magical universe. No, not buying that one. Can't buy that one. No, like I said, if you want to go to a parallel universe, ayahuasca's all you need. Shit. Just smoke a bunch of weed. Take a bunch of gummies, THC gummies. Fuck. But the elevator game is a ritual that bring you to another world or dimension by use of an elevator. The game originated in Japan and South Korea. All you need to play this game is one person. Just you, by yourself. That's it. And just go to a public building and play around with the elevator. Of course, don't get caught by security and all that shit. And what you do is you go on an elevator, you go to the 4th floor, then you go to the 2nd floor, then you go to the 6th floor, then back to the 2nd floor, then to the 10th floor, then you press the 5th floor. Now, at any time someone were to come on to the elevator, you have to start it all over again. Apparently, that breaks it. That ruins the spell. Okay, it's a spell with elevators. Imagine that. People believe in this stuff. I mean, am I wrong? Show me. Shit. I mean, I saw some videos of people trying this stuff. The most I saw was that their equipment starts malfunctioning, starts heating up or whatever, and that could just be because of bad equipment, or maybe they're lying. I have no idea. All right. So now when you go to the 5th floor, this is the part where a woman could enter. If a woman does enter the elevator at the 5th floor, this doesn't break the rule. This doesn't break the sequence. But what you can't do is you can't look at her. Do not look at her. Do not speak to her. That woman is not human. She's not a succubus either. She's not going to take you on. Actually, maybe she will. Maybe she will. Maybe she'll suck your dick, suck your soul right through it. Because apparently if you do talk to her, she'll decide to keep you as her own, as a pet. So if that's the thing you're looking for, guess what? That's all you have to do. Hey, even when to summon a succubus, this is how you do it. Just go play the elevator game. 4th floor, 2nd floor, 6th floor, 2nd floor, 10th floor, 5th floor. And the succubus is coming on. I'm coming on to you hard. All right. Anyway, so on the 5th floor, this chick supposedly enters. This chick from the ring enters. You're supposed to ignore her, pay no mind to her, then go back to the 1st floor. Now, at this point, the elevator will either descend or ascend. And if the elevator reaches the 1st floor, you just leave. You leave and you don't look back. But, however, if the elevator goes to the 10th floor, you leave and you do not respond to the woman because she's going to be like, what are you doing? What's wrong? Hey, come back here. What about my titties? Shit like that. You just ignore her and you keep on going. And if you do this, boom, you're in the other world. That's all it takes. That's all it fucking takes. Going back to the elevator video we saw with Elisa Lam, that's clearly not what she was doing. She was frantic, probably in a manic episode or with her bipolar disorder, and just pushing all sorts of buttons. Talking to maybe she was talking to a ghost kid. I have no idea. Now, when you're in this other world, you're going to know you're in this other world because you're going to be by yourself. Your electronics aren't going to work. The lights are going to be off. And when you look out the window, you're just going to see this red cross. It's like the Antichrist is there. A message from God is there. There's a red burning cross. Now, when you're here, though, even though the power doesn't work, the elevator still does. You got to use the elevator to get back to the main world. Otherwise, you get trapped forever. I mean, who knows what happens, right? This is funny about these silly internet games, silly internet creepypasta games. It's like, this is obviously not real. It's obviously just a bunch of bullshit. No one's ever been to this other world. Okay. It's as believable as flat earth or some nonsense, whatever. It's like, okay, all right, okay. But they buy into it. Mr. Deadman, you're all wrong. You got to do this at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when you do it. That's when the portal works. Okay? Don't be jealous, Mr. Deadman, because the ghost girl didn't want to into the elevator because you smell too much. You got to take a shower every once in a while. You can't wait till your crotch gets all coated in cheese to take a shower. Anyway, so you're in this other world. You just go back to an elevator and go floor 4, floor 2, floor 6, floor 2, floor 10, floor 5. And when you do that, the elevator will begin to ascend to the 10th floor. And then eventually it will go back down to the... it'll go back down. That's it. Boom. That's it. That's the elevator game. How you guys doing? I know what you guys want to talk about. I'm done with that. I'm good with that. Called thing of I don't know, ethics or morality of going after people. I don't know. Called a conscience, if you will, I suppose. I know what you guys want to talk about. I'll let my actions speak for themselves. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway. Yeah, that's the elevator game there. Let's see. Let me see if we have some videos of people playing this stuff. I mean, it seems like just a bunch of idiots doing this. Let's see here. Elevator game. Elevator game gone wrong. Oh my God. Here's the thing, too. Imagine doing this. Imagine being some jackass in a building trying to go play this elevator game, and someone gets on the elevator. It just by any chance you do this, or by doing this, there is going to be a slim chance, or I don't know about a slim chance, but there's going to be a chance that someone's going to get on at any point. Apparently, when that happens, you got to redo the whole thing. But if someone gets on the 5th floor, that's your ghost person. That's your ghost person. Let's see.
Who is knocking? Okay, guys, so basically right now, Strawberry Squad. So as you guys remember in the previous video, I left you guys.
So this is what you get. You get some jackasses on YouTube that be like, okay, here's what we got. We got some paranormal shit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try this experimental stuff. We're gonna try this crazy elevator game. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? And it's all sensational. It's all that. Oh, there you go. There's the girl right there. Is that real? Is that it?
Crap. 10.
Go to the 10th floor. You're on the 10th floor. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, it works. Invite her on. Invite her on the elevator. Don't stop. No. See, why are people afraid of like the ring chick? Why are people afraid of the ring chick? What's so scary about her? Some Japanese chick ghost thing? I mean, like, just invite her on. See what happens. What's the worst she's gonna do? She try to attack you? Okay. The strength of a Japanese woman. The strength of a Japanese woman ghost. Come on now. Come on. It can't be that good. If you come on, if you get overpowered by her, you're pretty much a beta.
Okay, guys, we need to get to the 11th floor.
Oh my god, guys, I should have been stopping. You gonna leave? I need to leave. People love this stuff, man. They love it. Okay. So this is what you get. This is what you have. People just, of course, having fun with it. Playing it up. Why not? Why not? Do it. Have some fun with it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too much of a skeptic. I don't know. You guys go to a building that has 10 or more floors. Get on that elevator. Play around with that elevator. And see what happens. See what happens. Do the sequence right now. You can't mess around. Got to write it down and do it right. And there you have it. Apparently some people say you can lose consciousness while playing this. If you do lose consciousness and you wake up in your own home, that's not your home. You've been roofied. Been roofied by the Japanese spirit. Okay. And don't play it too much. Apparently, if you try too many attempts, you slip into another world, into other worlds, and you lose yourself. Dead man cries, dead man dies. Dead man's already dead. Dead man cries when a dog dies. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It had to be some kind of monster not cry to that. Dead man is a faggot. Oh. If you're trying to insult me, come on now. You gotta do a lot better than that. Let's see. If you do not get out of the elevator on the 10th floor, or the woman does not get it, you should head straight down to the first floor and just leave. Because bad stuff happens. I'll make my own elevator game. Like, you get in, you go to floor 6, go to floor 1. Go to floor 6, go to floor 1. Go to floor 6 again. There you go. At that point, go to floor 1. What's going to happen is instead of going to floor 1, it's going to go to floor 10. And there you're going to see, when it opens, is you're going to see just this bright red light. You step out, you're in hell, son. Look out the window. You're going to see the fiery landscape. There you go. You're in fucking hell. Anyway. Yeah, that's the elevator game. Its connection with Elisa Lam is pretty... it's very flimsy. You know, her story, she's just a bipolar chick off her fucking meds. That's how she died. Anyway. That's basically it. You guys have a good one. Hope to see y'all next time.